Yo, I am absolutely devastated because a gacha game that I have been an avid fan of for years, back since I think it was 2023, announced that they were shutting down. Out of nowhere. Like, for the most part, this video is going to be pretty much unedited because I just kind of want to talk about it. This was one of the first idle gacha games that I played on this channel. I think Nikke was the first. This was probably the second. Eversoul, one of the most free-to-play friendly gacha games out there, announced just last night, and this got 300,000 views, 2,000 likes. Eversoul end of service notice. Greetings, saviors. We regret to inform you that Eversoul's end of service is scheduled for June 30th. That's 2 months from now. We're truly grateful for all the love and the support. I actually just got back into this game. I reinstalled it. I created an entirely new account. The reason for that is because I wanted to do a new video on it. I wanted to take a look at this game from the perspective of a new player in 2026. Because when I've played this game, like, it has always been wonderfully generous. A fun story, beautiful character models, great graphics. This game was arguably one of the best gacha games of its kind. And then I get into it. I start recording from the perspective of a new character. I get a ton of max rarity units. And then they just announce that they're gone, that they're dead, that they're shutting down. The official cacao notice states, it has been over 3 years since your journey with the souls began on January 5th, 2023. And since life in Eden first started, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to all saviors who have supported and loved Eversoul throughout this time. We regret to inform you that Eversoul's end of service is scheduled for June 30th. We've always strived to provide the best possible service through our development and operations. And I will immediately confirm the validity and honesty of this statement. They really were. They provided a high quality gaming experience with fantastic character models, a lot of quality of life improvements, insane generosity. They were one of the most free-to-play friendly gacha games I've played in a long time. But apparently, and I think herein lies the issue, I think that they were too free-to-play friendly. I think by providing players as much as they did, by making it so easy to attain characters, max rarity characters, there wasn't enough to pull for. There wasn't enough to necessitate the spending of money, which means that, like, in the grand scheme of things, being more predatory actually secures, longevity for your game. That means that your game has a future. The worse that you are, the more money you try to milk out of your players, the longer you stay online, which is a horrible thing to think about. Because at the end of the day, like, evidently rewarding your players for playing your game killed their game. It's a weird concept. It's a weird state to be in, but it's true. We have always strived to provide the best possible service through our development and operations. However, after carefully considering various circumstances, we have made the difficult decision to discontinue the service. We apologize for not being able to continue providing the service that our saviors deserve until the very end. We are truly grateful for all the love and support that you have shown to Eversoul. We hope that every moment you shared with the souls will remain as cherished memories. They're going to officially end service June 30th, 2026. Upon end of service, all in-game data will be permanently deleted, and access to the game and app downloads from the app stores will no longer be available. So it does not look like they are offering an offline version of the game, unfortunately, for people that accomplished everything that they did, unlocked everything, and spent money on characters. It looks like they're going to remove all social media on June 30th. Okay. Purchases made between March 29th and April 29th before maintenance are going to be refunded, or at least you can request a refund. They have instructions on how to actually go about this on their website. Man, and that's it. That's the end of that. I mean, this... Goddamn, dude. This game, it just... How... Okay, I know how. I understand how. Too free-to-play friendly. Like, I get it. But this sets a very bad precedent. Not just for Evertail. This also sets a bad precedent for gacha. Because if you think about it, right? Like, other gacha games now, other studios now are going to look at this and they're going to be like, well, okay, so maybe we shouldn't be too free-to-play friendly. Maybe we shouldn't give out free, like, SSR selectors. Maybe we shouldn't give out a lot of premium currency because evidently it could mean the end of our game. And I think that's kind of sad. Because they were giving out so much, nobody was supporting them overall. Sure, they had the support of people that were actively logging in and playing the game, but all that's doing is eating up their server bandwidth. That's not actually making them any money. At the end of the day, they're actually losing money. Now, Kakao has shut down multiple different games that have all been very fun. They've shut down MMOs, they've shut down gacha games as well. But this, I think, is the worst. This is the worst for me personally. Because it, again, shows rewarding your players. Being free-to-play friendly is the opposite of what you should be doing. So all these gacha games that are milking their players for millions, that are, that have these insane discounts, that have this, like 1000% benefit, like, it works. Players are so stupid that they're spending their money on them. And then when you have games that reward you so much like this, they're not. They're doing the exact opposite. Yeah. If this tells me anything, it's that gacha players are a little special. But at the same time, because of course they're spending so much money on really crappy gacha games. But at the same time, it also shows me that what companies are doing and how companies are treating their players works, for better or for worse. And that's probably not going to change. I guarantee you, whatever this company makes next is going to be much more predatory and much more expensive. And I don't really want to see that. I would rather them reward their players and be rewarded in turn. But what can you do? This is incredibly disappointing to see. This is incredibly disappointing to read. But it's also not the last game that this is going to happen to. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you are not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.